Good morning, I'm Carlos Diaz along with Jalea, Kelly, and Chuck back with a little extra shot of sunrise.
Yeah, a lot of sunrise today.
A lot of sunrise.
Yeah, that's going to
And let's show you what we mean. Take a look at this shot. This is gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that sun is big and bright. There's not a cloud in the sky. And it's keeping us still. We're still relatively cool. We're at 62 right now. Over at the NHRA U.S. Nationals, well, let me say it the proper way.
Okay,
the 68th annual Dodge Power Brokers U.S. Nationals at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. I studied all night for that.
That'll do it for extra shot. No.
Great night, great afternoon out there. 87 by 3 p.m. But the humidity won't be awful. So if the kids, if you're planning on what they should wear today, if they're allowed to wear shorts at school, today certainly would be the day for that. Now, tonight, Penn State visits Purdue. Huge game as we kick off the Big Ten Conference and the season for the Boilermakers. 79 at kickoff. A full house expected there. 88 Friday, 90 Saturday, and really Saturday, Sunday, Monday we could see a couple of pop-up thunderstorms, but I would not let any of that prediction, cause you to cancel plans. I wouldn't do it. It's just going to be hot, pretty Labor Day-ish. Right, Kelly?
Yes.
And we got some traffic issues out there today, too.
If you're watching us during that 6 o'clock hour, we had that accident that happened on the south side. It is still a mess down there. Really a lot of delays on this one. This is the westbound travel lanes along I-465. The accident is in between State Road 37 and Bluff Road. And again, it's the westbound travel lanes. You can see both eastbound and westbound are going slow right now. So we'll map this out for you again. It's on the south side and this area along I-465 in those westbound travel lanes, but obviously both lanes are having some issues out there, and obviously I'm having some graphic issues. My maps are going a little slow here, but I'll get to it here. Again, it's I-465, the westbound travel lanes, slow both directions, but the main accident is in those westbound travel lanes along I-465 and only going about 20 miles per hour. So if you are traveling that way, give yourself a lot of extra time.
Or if you're headed to the airport from the south side, that's going to affect you as well if you're traveling out this Labor Day weekend. Well, hey, we're excited here because college football season kicks off tonight. The Indiana college football season. They had the games last Saturday, but this is where it counts. In West Lafayette with the Purdue Boilermakers hosting the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Yes, the kickoff is going to be at 8 o'clock tonight at Ross-Ade Stadium. It is blackout night at Purdue and for Boiler fans. So the last time that Purdue had a night game with the blackout theme was back in 2018 when they hosted number 2 Ohio State. We kind of all remember how that went down. They need to do this more often then, wouldn't you? I would just make I would maybe, I'm like, listen, yeah, so that's when they knock out the Buckeyes 49-20, like a spanking there. So I feel like I would make that a rule of thumb like all the time. Like, let's do the blackout thing.
That was such a great game. I love that game. I mean, they came out on fire. And look at this. Talk about being on fire. This is beautiful, these renderings here. An update for the renovation plans for Ross-Ade Stadium. The university released these renderings of phase 1 of the renovation. That's just gorgeous. They're going to be full stands added to the south end zone under the huge new scoreboard and video monitor. Then you got an increase in capacity at Ross-Ade by 4,500 people. The new design also encloses the stadium entrance tunnels on the southeast and southwest corners of the field. Construction is going to begin after that Northwestern game in November, and it should be done by next season. It is fully funded by donors. Phase 2 will start with more donor support as well. So, Chuck, you were telling some of the advantages of this.
I think there are a lot of advantages to that because if you noticed on those renderings, the wings that come out of the stands themselves are all for standing. They call them gathering places now. Gainbridge Fieldhouse in their new renovation is having some of that. And you're seeing that in all the main stadiums that are being renovated right now. The purpose being that people can, have a sandwich, have a drink, talk to friends. And enjoy conversation and gathering while the game's going on.
So it kind of like brings a little bit of the tailgate energy like inside the stadium.
That's
I like
a good
that.
point.
Yeah, because I feel like in high school, that's where everyone would hang out at the top and watch the game because all the parents, you didn't want to disrupt anybody that was trying to stand and see the game.
Or be seen with your parents.
That was the origin of it, and then you disappear when you're pretend like, when your ride was there and everybody dispersed. But that's what, to keep from disrupting everybody that was wanting to sit down and see it, but you can see it from up top. So
that's one of the things I love about Lucas Oil Stadium is they have 2 levels of that. They have that main level with a big horseshoe, and then up top the is the Bud Light zone up there, you know, where you can see the city and also see
really
the game,
cool
which is really fun. Yeah, I've met a lot of friends up there and had some fun.
Well, yeah, you text your friends, where are you sitting? You know, maybe completely the opposite side of the stadium, and then all of a sudden you have a place to meet up.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
There we go.
Okay, switching gears from football a little bit, happening today, Dunkin is providing a little free pick-me-up for teachers. It's today only, but teachers, you can get a free medium hot or an iced coffee if you're into that. All you have to do is just ask for the free coffee. They say you don't need any proof or any ID for that. Don't take advantage of this if you're not a teacher.
Okay, there we go. Also, now from until October 5th, customers can submit nominations for Dunkin's Raise a Cup to Teachers sweepstakes. One teacher in each state will win a free cup of coffee for a year, as well as school-wide coffee breaks. That is awesome. It's good stuff.
It's too soon for me, but what are your thoughts on the pumpkin spice lattes being out already?
Well,
I know you guys had a little. I know you guys had a little already.
We did.
Yeah.
I thought it was delicious.
Yeah.
Yes, delicious.
And I'm all for it. I love fall, so I'm ready for it.
Oh, okay, I forget that you're like fall's #1 fan. I feel like it doesn't matter to them anyway. They're like, we'll put it out as soon as anybody will buy it. But I'm like, September 1st, even if it's still warm outside, I feel like that's like the unofficial, like, okay, we can pretend to transition to fall.
I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have had pumpkin spice smoothies. I make them all year long.
Okay.
Oh,
So I love pumpkin spice,
Yeah.
but it's just a ploy to get you in the stores.
Oh, I
more.
agree.
That's it, you know.
Pumpkin spice kind of, not taste-wise, but it's hand in hand with like
Well, now
candy
that you two
corn.
have completely ruined any kind of joy I've had. Thank you so very
Sorry,
much.
Chuck.
Fall's
You're
coming,
welcome.
whoopee.
No, we love the summer heat.
Yeah, I do. Although, okay, really quick off topic, I was like, now this is what I remember why I'm like, okay, summer can go. I went home over the weekend.
To Georgia.
Yes, to Georgia. I have mosquito bites, not exaggerating, the size of quarters on my legs. Because they weren't that big at first, but they've like now spread. And I don't know if like these were just really hungry mosquitoes or because I've not been attacked by mosquitoes in so long that like my body is having a weird reaction. So I'm like, actually I can do without that part of summer, but that's what I get. I was out helping my dad with some yard work, and they just like swarmed. So if like that's the part of summer that you guys can keep. So
Okay, exactly. You don't mind the mosquito. I got you.
Yeah.
Missing the mosquitoes. There we go. I said goodbye to the neighborhood pool yesterday, by the way, because we're heading out of town for Labor. It closes Labor Day, and we'll be out of town Labor Day weekend. So I said to my wife, "Got to say goodbye to the neighborhood pool." That's the end of summer for us. Happening tonight, it's a kickoff of a unique arts event here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's called Butter. It's a celebration of black artists here in Indianapolis and is expected to draw thousands of people to the Stats building that's near downtown.
This is the second year for Butter. We're super excited to bring Indianapolis Butter 2, which is a whole new roster of artists and experiences. There's value when it comes to art, and Butter is about elevating that value and amplifying the voices of the artists.
So that was Alan Bacon, who is one of the founders of Butter.
Now, the first ever Butter was held last year. The project celebrates black artists in Indianapolis by giving them a chance to sell their work.
And this is really cool because unlike many other art fairs, it does not take any commission from the artwork that artists sell. So it also has music, food, drinks. So you even got a dance party that's happening on Saturday night. It's just family friendly, so entertainment for all ages. And I believe you find tickets to this. I think it's if you're 18 and under, you get in for free.
Okay, we were talking about this. You can see on 10th Street. If you're driving on 10th Street, they've got it set up. You can sit. They've got some barricades there so you don't get run over by a car, but they've got tables out there where you can eat outside. It's very nice.
And I feel like I've seen like the construction that's been going on in that building for like probably like almost a year now. But I wonder, I'll fact check on this. This is like one of the first events that they've actually had inside. I think I rode past one time they had like, it seemed like some of the people that were a part of like actually building the inside. But I was able to peek in this morning because the lights were on. And it's really nice in there, but you were saying there are a bunch of like office spaces and like all different types of things.
Artist studios as well as event space too.
So this, I'm excited to peek in on the inside. But.
All right, well listen, hey, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. If you have your kids in coats, don't do like my kids did and wear coats to school and then wear them on the way home when it's 82 degrees.
They'll pass out.
Kids, take the coats off.
Right on out.
But Daddy. But it's going to be a beautiful day today and a beautiful weekend.
87 for a high, and Miss Kelly's going to have more today on 13 News at noon, right?
And there we go. All right. Hey, for Jalea, Kelly, and Chuck, I'm Carlos. Enjoy your Thursday. Be safe. Go Boilers. Boiler up. And we'll see you tomorrow morning right here on 13 Sunrise, bright and early at 4 a.m.
Have a good one, guys.